What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sweet Beulah Farm. It's about close to golden hour right now. It's very hot. It's been like an over 90-degree day. And I am working on my garden. This is our garden that we have up to where our house is going to be, and it's a work in progress, but you can see we've got some stuff done behind us. I've went ahead and planned out everything like 3 or 4 months ago on the measurements and spacing and all that of what the beds were going to be. I don't think we're going to get to the beds this year or this summer. Maybe this like winter-ish time we might do it, but I wanted to try to get something in the ground. So I actually contacted somebody like around here local. I didn't really know them, and they gave me some suckers off of some tomatoes, and I rooted them and I planted them. They are not doing super great, and I just put them in the soil. I was like, you know what, let me just try to put it in soil. I wanted to get compost, but it was going to be really expensive to get bulk compost. I mean, cheaper than bagged, but it was just logistically wasn't going to work. So not for right now. So anyway, we're like, let's just throw them in. Let's try it. They were free, and let's just do it. They're looking not great. Some of them are okay, but today I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go buy some. I'm gonna go buy some from Lowe's. Like, they're honestly not the greatest of tomatoes that I would get, or peppers or anything like that, but they're something, and I just want to get them. And you know what? Something is better than nothing. So I didn't get to start my tomatoes or anything. If you've been kind of following along, we moved like when I should have been planting out stuff from North Carolina to Missouri, and so I didn't get to do seeds or anything like that. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and plant these things, and so I thought I might as well show you what I'm doing. So I'm gonna replace some tomatoes. Some are okay, but I'm gonna replace a lot of them. And I have some peppers, and I'm gonna split those off and plant those, and then I have some sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna plant those. I'm gonna put compost down. I got some bagged compost. I'm gonna put that down in some of the areas, like as much as I can in the necessary places versus like the whole thing, and then just kind of go from there. So I just thought I might as well show you guys what I'm doing today, what I'm planting, and that it's not too late to start, and you can go buy stuff. You don't have to like do all heirloom stuff. You don't have to go get specialty things and be a specialty gardener or anything. You can just start with whatever you have. Go to Lowe's, go to Walmart. Like, maybe it's not like the greatest varieties, but it's something, and so that's still better than buying from the grocery store. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to start working and planting all this stuff before it gets dark. So let me explain why we have a landscape fabric down. I originally wanted to do beds, like I said, and we just weren't gonna get to it in time. And so this is my temporary solution to doing like the actual in-ground garden bed. All this ground right here was topsoil moved from our house site over here. I had them just kind of like put it into where I wanted a garden, and so this is all topsoil, some clay, And so there is grass and weeds already growing in it all over the place. And honestly, I don't have a ton of time to be like pulling weeds and stuff. So this is my temporary fix, and also it's helping me straighten out my beds and for the future and stuff, because I use flags to kind of mark out everything. It took me forever, and then turns out I wasn't perfectly on the line every time, and I have some lines going this way and that way. And so the it's a 4 foot by like 300 roll that has helped me make my lines straight, which just helps me. I just prefer that, especially with this is like my planned garden site forever. So anyway, so that's that. Something else I wanted to show you that a lot of you might know, but some people who are maybe starting to garden for the first time might not know this, and maybe they're going to Lowe's to get their plants, or they're going to Walmart or whatever. Each of these is like $5. I spent a good amount of money today because I just wanted plants. I wanted tomatoes and I wanted peppers and everything. I didn't want to go this summer without somewhat of a garden. Anyway, so this is from Lowe's. It was $5, around $5, like $4.98. And what you need to do, garden hack, is look for 2 main stems in each of these. You could even maybe find some with 3. You're getting 2 plants for this, so you're basically getting 1 for $2.50, or you're just getting double the amount for free. You just have to look around for them. You can't just grab, you know, whatever plant. You have to like look around for these. You just take this and you're really careful with the roots, and sometimes you might have to get like a knife and just kind of like actually cut the roots. These roots are kind of tight, but slowly but surely. Now I have 2 tomato plants for $5 instead of 1 for $5. Isn't that awesome? Okay, the lighting is too good not to talk. I just have to talk right now. So let me just explain what I'm doing really quick. I am digging out the old tomatoes that I just planted, the little suckers that I thought I could root. Some of them did okay, but I'm digging out the ones that didn't do well. I'm digging out the soil. I'm putting the new tomato in, and then I'm putting some compost on top to kind of help keep like get nutrients to the tomatoes. But also I don't want to put it inside the hole because I don't want the roots to just sit there where the compost is. I want them to spread out through the topsoil. So I'm putting it on top, and that's the same method we did with the trees down at the bottom. We put the compost on top instead of in the hole. That's just like what I'm doing. I mean, I don't know if that's like normal. Normally I have a bed and I mix compost in. I'm not just like putting topsoil or planting in topsoil. So that is the difference here. Normally I would just have a bed of compost and amend it and do all that and then plant right in it. But I'm kind of having to dig into this topsoil, and it's a little hard, and I'm just trying to do my best here, so I want to amend it a little bit. So yeah, so I'm doing that, and then I'm mulching on top just around the tomato because I don't have a lot of mulch right now. I need to get some tomorrow around the land and then come back up and do it. But I'm just trying to mulch around it because it's been really hot the last few days, and I don't want it to be too hot for the tomatoes tomorrow. And so I just want them to be a little bit protected. And then the landscape fabric kind of helps, but it's black, so I feel like it kind of doesn't help at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, that's what I'm doing, and I have a little bit more tomatoes to go, and then I have peppers, and I have sweet potatoes. Okay, I just got the tomatoes done, so I have my peppers to do. So I'll show you where I'm putting my peppers. So my plan, so I have my tomatoes running all along this cattle panel, and then I have my peppers. I think I'm gonna do them just right here on this front part of this bed, and then in there I'll probably maybe plant some basil or something. We'll see. I don't know. My plan is to have the tomatoes kind of help shade in the afternoon once they get big enough, the peppers. And then I'm also planning to plant some sunflowers over there, like tomorrow maybe, we'll see. And maybe eventually if they get big enough, they'll shade the afternoon sun for the tomatoes and the peppers. We'll see. Guys, it is the next night. I had to wait to do some stuff until tonight because I ran out of light last night, but I'm also running out of light again. Even though it's like 3 days after the summer solstice, for some reason I'm only able to get work done in this tiny period of time, like an hour after my kids go to bed. No matter how early I try to put them down that's reasonable, it's not working out well. But it's okay, I got some stuff done. So I actually was able to plant my sweet potatoes. I have like 19 or 20 slips that I planted. I think I'm gonna get more. The coyotes are going crazy. I think I'm gonna do more. Hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. But I think I need to do more because we eat a lot of sweet potatoes, and this is my first time really like trying to grow a lot of food, like a lot, and I feel like I need more. And then, so let me show you that. So I just, like, my row is a little off, but I had to put compost on top of it, like just like I was talking about before, just because I'm trying to save on compost and use the dirt, use what I have, and I don't know the good balance between the two, but I did that all the way down there. Over here is where the tomatoes and peppers are, over there, and then I came over here and I decided I'm just gonna try to plant as much as I can. I'm just gonna try my best. So I just took, so I'll show you where I have like my planned flower beds eventually in the future. I have like quite a few. I have 15 12 by 4 beds that I want to do for flowers. And I was like, you know, I'm gonna plant some zinnias. So I have some zinnias that I got from Floret on their launch for their original seeds, and I really wanted to plant them, and I just decided let's just go for it, and then if I fail then I can always get more next year. I just planted 5 little rows here of zinnias. I was able actually to fill up the whole bed with just 3 packets of seeds, which I was kind of shocked by. So it's surely but slowly happening. I feel like it's not obviously what I want right now because I feel like I had such a pretty garden in North Carolina. I mean, it was small, but I also built it over 3 years, like, you know, cultivated just this small area for 3 years, and I have like a lot of space to work with now. So I feel like it's gonna take a lot longer for it to look really pretty and do whatever, but so I'm working on it and I'm trying to get a little bit done each and every day. So I hope this is encouraging to you guys that it's not too late to start a garden and you can work with what you have, and try not to just like be all stumped by the rules of gardening or whatever people are saying on the internet. So just do what you can with what you have, and you don't have to spend a ton of money. You don't have to like get the best compost. You don't have to get like all these organic things. Just do what you can, buy what you can, and ask around for friends if they have anything, if they have seeds or if they have starts, and any resources that you can find. But yeah, I will update you guys whenever I get more done.